Welcome back to A Boulder View. Joining us today is Kristen Hartel from the city's Local Environmental Action Division, or LEAD for short. She's here today to talk about the EnergySmart program and how it can help property owners easily and affordably retrofit their properties to reduce their energy use. Thanks for being here today, Kristen.
Thanks for having me, Jody.
So we just heard Matt and Carl talking about the Boulder's Energy Future project, which really addresses the supply side of the energy spectrum and how the city can have more control over its energy sources in the future. So I thought we'd spend this part of the show talking about the demand side and what the city is doing to help property owners reduce their energy use in easy and affordable ways. And with that, I know the EnergySmart program just launched a few months ago with the county and is doing just that, trying to help people make the whole process easier. So can you briefly give us an overview of the EnergySmart program and what its real mission is?
Well, basically the goal of the EnergySmart service is to provide a comprehensive one-stop shop for home and business energy efficiency upgrades throughout Boulder County.
So one-stop shop. You know, I feel like we've heard that term before, but what does it really mean? If I were a homeowner and I were going to call up and say, okay, come help me, what would I get?
Well, basically one of the perks of the program is that you get your personalized energy advisor, and the energy advisor really walks through every step of making your home as efficient as you'd like it to be. He or she helps to schedule a home energy assessment and provides free direct installs on the spot, including energy-saving light bulbs, water-saving shower heads and faucet attachments, and pipe installation. He also, if you own a rental property, he'll help you walk through, or he'll walk through the Smart Regs compliance pathway with you to help it make it as easy as possible for you to upgrade your property to meet Smart Regs qualifications. He'll also create a list of recommendations for your property, and from there connect you with rebates and financing options available only to EnergySmart customers.
So I would get my own personal advisor. Is that, just to clarify for me, is that a different person than the person who would come and do an assessment?
Yes, you have your energy advisor who walks through all the steps, fills out your paperwork, connects you with the contractors, and then you have an energy expert who comes in with your advisor and does an actual home energy assessment, which is like an energy audit to find all the unique ways in which your home is wasting energy and all the ways that are specific to your home and your family that can help you reduce your energy waste and increase your comfort in your home. Okay. So it's kind of like a team working together to help you decrease your energy usage.
That's great. What if I don't have a lot of money?
Well, it's only $120, and with that you get this personalized energy advisor service, which makes energy efficiency upgrades as easy and hassle-free as possible. You also get several free direct installs, which I mentioned earlier, and you get access to rebates and low-rate financing options that are available only for EnergySmart customers, which really help reduce the cost of making any upgrades that you'd like. But these funds are first come, first serve, and funds are limited. So if you're interested, it's an even better reason to sign up today.
Yeah, so it sounds like a great opportunity that people should take advantage of as soon as they can.
Yes.
So I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of the program, because this is a big program. It's county-wide now, but it seems like not very long ago, maybe just a little over a year ago, we were talking about this two techs in a truck kind of idea, and that was just when the idea was kind of in its gestation phase and people were brainstorming around it. And now we have this countywide EnergySmart program, whereas we kind of started just talking about the city of Boulder. Can you walk us through how we got from point A to point B? Obviously the name changed, but it got a lot bigger before it launched.
Yes, this is true. So the city has been working to implement energy efficiency programs for several years now. A lot of it has been coming out of the carbon tax and the city's climate action plan tax. And in 2009, the CAP was retooled to come up with strategies to reduce the barriers to implementing energy efficiency in homes and businesses. So that was kind of the start of the two techs in a truck idea, which was born from community stakeholders and city staff. city then worked to develop the program details of 2 Techs in a Truck with the county. And at the same time, the county was applying for a grant to implement the 2 Techs in a Truck program if they received the funding. Well, in April of 2010, $25 million Department of Energy Better Buildings grant was awarded to Boulder County and the City of Boulder, the City and County of Denver, and Garfield County, among other entities. And about $12 million of that was set aside for Boulder County to implement residential and commercial energy efficiency programs throughout the county. And that's kind of where EnergySmart came from. But the original 2 Techs in a Truck name was too similar to a local company, so after some brainstorming and market research, we ended upon the EnergySmart services. And combining that with a $1 million American Recovery and Reinvestment Act fund that the City of Boulder received to implement energy efficiency programs, we were able to work together within the City of Boulder and Boulder County and the City of Longmont and Xcel Energy to collaborate in order to determine the best practices for energy efficiency upgrades, which is kind of the goal of the EnergySmart services, basically to determine the learned best practices for encouraging residents and businesses to adopt energy efficiency upgrades and to share those learned best practices throughout the country so we can decrease our greenhouse gas emissions as a nation.
Okay, great. So there was a lot of entities named and a lot of funding sources you just went through. So it sounds like some of that was stimulus funding, is that right?
Yes, about $12 million came from the Department of Energy's Better Buildings grant, and about $1 million, $376,000 of which was set aside for residential and commercial energy efficiency programs, came from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act.
Okay. So I guess people shouldn't worry about that we're raising taxes in order to subsidize somebody else's home improvements. These are all grants and federal funding awarded almost to the city and county to help people get their buildings to become more energy efficient.
Exactly,
right?
Which
That's
is
great.
even more of a reason to participate in the service, because we've been granted the funding in order to learn how to best adopt these practices throughout the country.
Great. So how would somebody sign up for the program? Where do they go first?
If you are a homeowner or a resident and you're looking for an EnergySmart assessment for your home, you can call 303-544-1000. If you own a business and you're looking to make commercial upgrades with EnergySmart, you can call 877-505-6722. To learn more information about both residential and commercial EnergySmart services, or to sign up online, you can visit EnergySmartYes.com.
EnergySmart, yes. Okay. So if somebody does that, I guess like you said, it's going to be really easy. They'll have somebody there to hold their hand. There's nothing to be fearful of. And there's no commitment, right? There's the $120 commitment, but then they aren't committed to actually sign up for the loans or the funding.
Correct.
If they don't want to.
And the great thing is it helps create a list of recommendations for you. So even if you might not be ready to make certain upgrades right at this moment, or you might not have the funds to do it immediately, you can save that list of recommendations. So if a year or 2 years down the road, you know what the best ways to reduce your energy waste in your home are from this audit.
That's true. It gives you something to work from later. Well, great. That's about all the time we have for today. So I want to encourage everyone to join up for EnergySmart while they can, because it sounds like funding is limited and the time frame might be limited. So thanks for being here today to tell us more about it.
Thank you for having me, Jody.
That's another episode of A Boulder View. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.